Coming up, brutal betrayals, Indiana Jones, dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
And so much more. It's the Clone Wars, Season 3, Episodes 9 through 9. Hold on.
12.
Hold on, let me have another drink.
I've been drinking all night.
It's the Clone Wars, Season 3, Episodes 9 through 12 this week on your Star Wars Safe Space. Stick around. Vogue it out. Batusi. Yeah. Howdy, Star Warriors. Welcome to Star Wars Safe Space, your non-toxic, low-sodium Star Wars show that doesn't make you feel bad for not knowing that R2-D2 had a cameo appearance in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yes.
I didn't know it. I saw it for the first time today, and it is awesome. So if you haven't seen it, go online, check it out. It is very, very cool. So whether you're a hardcore Star Wars fan or just a little Swarzy curious, like it says on my shirt here, Swarzy curious, blammo. This is your Star Wars Safe Space. We are the Circle of Nerds, and we do absolutely love Star Wars, even if we don't always like it. So let's meet the crew, shall we? So to my left, your right, star of stage and screen, it is the sensational Sherry.
Hello, everyone.
Do I have a... There we go. There's your applause.
Are we recording?
That she's so Oh, shit. No, I pushed it. I pushed the record button. Very good.
God.
And hailing from parts unknown, it is the T to the Oni.
Welcome back to the galaxy, everybody.
And from the Outer Rim territory of Bostooine, it's Daddy Louie.
Hello, children. And that's where we are right now. On Bostooine.
We are currently on Bostooine. We are in Daddy Louie's cantina. We're in the VIP lounge of the cantina, right?
There you go.
So also known as Daddy's Dungeon, and we are
Rainbow Room.
partaking of some delicious Ryloth ale.
And some
Tatooine snacks.
some Tatooine, some imported Mos Eisley Jawa crackers.
There you go.
Jawa flavored crackers.
Jawa flavored.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very hairy.
Nice.
Very hairy. All right. It's so rude to eat while you're
Talking.
It really isn't. It's
talking
fine.
on a microphone. I'm sorry, here.
It is fine.
It's fine.
More Ryloth ale. Thank you very much. Okay. So what are we doing here? Well, it is our mission to watch all of the canon Star Wars TV shows and films in semi-chronological order. However, our Lord and Savior Dave Filoni is not making that easy for us at all. So, Dave, please, next time you do a show, we do love you so much. But, man, this jumping around is killing.
All hail Dave.
All hail Dave. Killing us. So, you all right? All right. I don't know. I heard someone. Someone was like, "Brr." Anyway. So, a word of warning. There will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched what we've watched, just please be aware that there will be some spoilers. So we're going to move on and talk about episodes 9 through 12. But first, the news. Okay, that's all you got. What you got for us?
So didn't find anything crazy, so I thought we would talk about some birthdays coming up in the month of December for Star Wars, because there's a couple big ones. So, of course, our lovely princess, Carrie Fisher, December 27th.
Rest in power.
Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Mace Windu, he's December 21st.
Oh, wow.
Not an actor, but directly tied to the Star Wars universe. You mentioned him in your intro. You mentioned Indiana Jones. So,
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg was born on December 18th.
Well, all right. That's cool.
Who shares the same birthday as our good friend, Emily Swallow.
All right. Well done.
Oh, nice.
Emily Swallow and Steven Spielberg share a birthday.
That's pretty cool. We should have had her on the show. Talk about it. Well,
She's so cool.
she's very
When
cool.
we get to the Mandalorian, we'll bring her on.
We'll bring her on. So, but happy birthday, Emily. You are definitely well liked and loved and respected here, and she's a fan of the show. She's been on the show, our other show, a couple times. So, there you go. Well, thank you. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. All right, so getting into it, we've got season 3, episode 9, The Hunt for Zero. Shocker of an episode. Excellent episode. Before we really get into it, there's quite a bit to unpack for this episode that maybe we didn't get or see. A couple of things I missed. So let's see if everybody out there got it. So Quinlan Vos, who has been around for a while in the EU, he was based off of a character that was just briefly seen in the Phantom Menace. Just if there's the marketplace scene and you kind of see someone that resembles Quinlan Vos, but that was the inspiration for that. That's where the character design came from. But he's done numerous comics, the Star Wars Republic series, Dark Horse Comics, and he was actually supposed to originally debut in the Clone Wars in the episode Bomb Bad Jedi. And in that episode, he was supposed to help Jar Jar be a more convincing Jedi. So Quinlan was going to use the Force to help Jar Jar appear to do things.
Oh, when he was faking he was a Jedi.
Right. Oh. So Quinlan was going to help him be more convincing, kind of like how Luke helped 3PO become a convincing god to the Ewoks.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that, if you haven't gotten that far. But again, that came out in the 80s, so if you haven't seen it, yeah, so... however, that was cut because there was some sort of a rule or something about having too many new character models appear in each episode. Maybe it was a budget thing. I'm not 100% sure, but it was something to do with the character models. You can't have too many in one episode.
Maybe it was just too overwhelming. They didn't want to make it too overwhelming. Could have been, and it's a lot for the animators to deal with. So. So that was the first thing. So if you're not familiar with Quinlan, very cool character, super chill. He's like the dude.
He's just like laid back. Funny you should mention that. So when he says, that's just your opinion, man.
Yeah.
That is a quote from the dude from the movie The Dude.
Exactly.
So or The Big Lebowski. I'm sorry, The Big Lebowski. You've never seen it?
Oh. Such a good movie.
It's a great movie. You've got Jeff Bridges. You've got
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Yes.
You've got oh my God, my brain is like so fried. Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi's in it. A very, very young and really cute Tara Reid is in it. So it's Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's in it. He plays like one of these like crazy, I think they're like the crazy German nihilists or whatever. Julianne Moore is in it. Oh. So it's I think we see her nude. We do see her nude, don't we?
Oh, half.
No, I think when she's on the ceiling.
No, I know. Okay,
yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
You need to watch it.
Naked Julianne Moore. So
right.
it's good from the 90s.
I've already seen her. She's a Boogie Nights naked. So.
Oh yeah, everybody's in Boogie Nights naked. I mean, who isn't naked in Boogie Nights? So anyway,
that is a watch that you can also.
Yes, if you haven't seen The Big Lebowski, watch it. Great movie, lots of cool, funny quotes.
Yeah.
Just the rug. The rug is like its own character in the movie. Anyway.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not okay. Well, we said there was gonna be spoilers.
Not for The Big Lebowski.
You're right.
It's such a good movie.
So there was that. So that was pretty cool. The dance number at the beginning of the episode, of course, was inspired by the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. So that whole opening dance number with
and she sang the song.
And she sang a kind of a version of the song Anything Goes. Cy Snootles did that in this episode, which was very, very funny. And it's interesting too, if you haven't noticed it yet, go back and watch Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, which is the best Indiana Jones film.
It is.
Bar none.
It's
bar none very best.
Daddy Louis says no.
It's literally the bottom. I would rather watch.
It's not. The Crystal Skull? I'll smack your mouth. I'm smacking your...
No, absolutely not.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely
Why?
Raiders. Last Crusade. The newest movie, what's it called? The Compass?
Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
The Dial of Destiny, which was not bad.
Then the Crystal Skull, and then all the way down.
You are so fucking
I think I'd rather
drunk
watch
and
the
high.
young Indiana Jones, like, TV show that did
Young
absolutely
Indiana
horrible.
Jones Chronicles.
The heart pull thing, because that's the only thing.
What is
Like, I
it
know
that
you're
you
a little
didn't?
queasy about something.
Yeah,
Why?
why
Why don't you like it?
Because of the face.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's
Who
not a
are
good-
you?
It's not a good movie.
I don't even know who you
It is
are
good.
anymore.
It's not good.
It is.
What's
compared to
It's a
everything else.
classic.
Compared to everything else.
what makes it not good?
The screaming skull.
There's just nothing.
The crystal skull's fucking stupid.
The Crystal Skull is awful.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that
as bad as Temple.
It's
of
not
Doom.
that. What you need to justify that. I mean, you.
Anyway,
It's
okay,
not
now
a good movie.
I can justify like 10 reasons why it's great, but can you give me one reason it's not good?
Give me a reason. That
No,
it's great, and I'll-
no, because you started this. You began with the attack, so you have to justify. The burden of proof is on you. This movie is universally recognized as the greatest of the Indiana Jones films.
No, it is not.
Universally recognized. In my universe, it is.
Nowhere.
All right, for me personally,
Last Crusade.
it's Last Crusade. But I understand
That was much
that's a
more our
personal thing for me.
generation than the other two.
it's because they're babies.
I'm going Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's that one?
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade. And I don't recognize
The,
the Crystal Skull, the Screaming Skull.
Have you watched The Compass?
I have watched The Compass. It's very good.
I liked it a
I
lot.
like that one a lot. That was good. I'm not sure when exactly they're going to put him in the walker because what the fuck?
I hope they're done.
He handled his business, but yeah. So that was
Unless they
surprising.
did like a Rocky thing, you know, where like he trains
the
generation.
next
That's dumb.
thieving
Like the Kree,
archaeologist.
you know?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Temple of Doom, so good.
I love it.
Throw them, Dr. Jones. They will be found. You won't. Such a great villain. Such a great villain. And it's all plausible. All of that could absolutely happen.
Really?
Yeah.
The end.
Even
All of it could happen.
The melting
Well,
faces.
The melting faces.
Well, yeah, if you believe in the arc.
I'm talking, well, yeah, that's the thing. The melting faces, that's implausible. That's not going to happen. No biblical magic is going to shoot out of a box and murder Nazis.
How do you know?
It's not because it doesn't exist. However, this Hindi magic, that exists. That's a thing. The thuggy cult is real. It exists.
The little kid drives me nuts.
Which little
Are you
kid?
talking about
Short Round?
The little Asian
You need to
kid.
stop.
Little Asian
You need to
kid?
stop.
Asian?
That is, you're so insensitive.
Is he not Asian?
I mean, it's an Asian subcontinent,
He
but
is.
he
Is he not
is
Asian?
he is from India.
He's China.
You're going down a path I
I can't
can't
follow.
follow.
You're breaking my heart, Louis.
Short Round.
Short Round. No, he's talking about the prince.
He's talking about Short Round.
The little Asian kid.
He's talking about Indy's. the kid
Indy's
that's going-
sidekick?
Yes.
How could he annoy you? He's adorable. But you like Grogu?
Right. What the fuck?
Grogu is a sidekick.
Grogu doesn't speak.
He doesn't like
The
people
little
that
Asian
talk.
kid's annoying.
So he doesn't like. You're a racist. You don't.
I
You
didn't say
don't.
all Asian
You
kids were
don't. You don't like.
annoying.
You don't like people who speak.
No, speak words. That's anybody.
Oh my God. Well,
Make
anyway.
cooing baby noises.
Anyway, he still vocalizes,
Green.
Yoda talks. You love him.
and he's got a speech impediment.
And he's an ass.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even need to talk like that. We've heard other people from his species. Yaddle talks just fine.
Talk just
fine. He
A hut
chooses.
talks better than Yoda.
A hut
Oh,
talks
wow.
better than
Just
Yoda.
Why are you taking shots at Yoda now?
Just saying. Because you
What?
took shots at Short Round. Short Round is wonderful.
I don't know how you could. That's awful.
He saves the day.
That's
Dr. Jones.
awful. That's just awful.
No.
And he's also a Goonie.
He is a Goonie.
He's much better than Goonie.
He's
the
Goonies are
same
forever.
one.
Goonies are forever.
Goonies
He's
are
the
forever.
same innovative
Goonies never
genius.
say die.
Goonies
That's right.
never
That's
say
right.
die. But Louis does. Louis says die all the time. Anyway, the club that they were dancing in the greatest Indiana Jones movie of all
We're all
time.
fam in the club.
We're all fam in the club.
In the club, we're all fam.
In the club, we're all family. Anyway, that club was Club Obi-Wan. So on the outside of it, I don't know
It
if you
does
guys
say
ever
that.
noticed that or not.
Yeah.
But
well, they don't. He doesn't watch it. 'Cause
he didn't watch it, so he probably missed that.
I think I've only seen it like twice.
But it's Club
Because it's
Obi-Wan.
not good.
It's so good, though.
No.
Well, guess who likes it? Dave.
So
Because he put it in the movie.
Yep, apparently.
He put it in the show.
So that's a wrap on Daddy Louie. Thank you, everyone. Everyone give a round of applause to Daddy Louie for joining us on the show and allowing us. That's a wrap on him. And now he's done. So thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you never. All right. So the character of Mama was partially inspired by the obese vampire named Pearl.
Yes.
From the 1998 film Blade.
Yes, I knew it.
You got that vibe, right?
I knew it.
It's like I've
He's
seen.
trying to burn her.
Yeah, he did though. He
did
tortured
burn the shit out
that
of
big
her.
chick. He did. So the Ron D housekeeper droids in Mama's hut were a nod to the Batteries Not Included movie from 1997. So
That movie.
yeah, that was a great movie. So that's what they were.
Lola
You ever
was
seen
a
that
lot
movie,
like
Tony?
those.
What's that?
Which one?
Batteries not included.
Lola?
Yeah.
The Obi-Wan series?
Yeah, like the one that like
So
floats
good.
around. Yeah. So and of course we hear when Zero gets shot, which we're gonna touch on that because that was unexpected. When Zero gets shot, he's like, "What a world!" And of course that's a throwback to the Wizard of Oz.
Of course.
1939.
Wizard of
Oz.
Oz.
Damn.
First color in theater.
Was it really? That was the first
Yes.
color film? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
it was in black and white,
Yeah.
and no one knew
That it was
there
gonna go color.
Color.
So apparently, in the theater,
Pandemonium.
when it came out, everybody
Can you imagine?
yelled and screamed, and
Yeah.
they never seen
You
color
never seen color.
Can
on
you
TV
imagine? Can
before.
you imagine
being there.
being there for
You know,
that?
was there Betty White? I'm kidding. She was like born 1939, 32, but
Was she really?
I think so, 1932. I think. Anyway, but yes,
Like I don't think in our lives we've ever experienced anything that life changing.
awe-inspiring.
Like you've only seen media in black and white for your entire existence, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
full Technicolor, like
Well, I mean, some
right
people
there.
it was radio, and you saved money to go to the theater
To see the moving
to
pictures.
see this moving picture that
Yeah.
had sound. Because I know they had sound, but a lot of them didn't because it was cheaper.
Right. And was there TV at this time? Were there televisions at this time in the 30s, late 30s?
Like in people's homes?
yeah.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Law
The
master.
The 50s.
Working
I
on
thought. Yeah. I think the 50s.
And then
is
color
when it
TV.
started.
I know color TV wasn't out in
Oh
1939.
God, no. Hell,
So
we
all
barely
in the
got color
80s?
TV.
What's that?
Late 70s, early 80s?
For
when
color? No,
No,
we had,
we had
70s?
color.
70s?
we had color in the 70s. We had color in the 70s.
60s.
We didn't have like a form of currency or written language in the 70s, but we did have color
In
television.
theory, television was invented in 1926.
Okay.
However, it did not become popular. Like, it wasn't common to have
Sure.
one in
A
a
TV.
home until the 50s.
That's what I
Wow.
thought. Okay. Yeah, 50s.
So it was all radio.
Well, and also it was probably expensive. I mean, just like
Oh, that
for us,
technology, yeah,
when,
of course.
You know,
When
freaking
the computers
CDs
came
came out. You said computers. When CDs came out,
Yeah.
it was.
That's crazy. And when you think of that wasn't that long ago.
Well, it was because
It's almost 100 years
not
ago, I
for
guess, at
us,
this point,
because,
right?
You know, we're old, but
If you think about it, that was like 90 years ago ish.
the 50s, yeah,
No, not the 50s, like the 30s. Like, 1939 is
the 50s is 70 years ago.
85 years ago?
85 years ago. That's
Crazy.
That is crazy. There could very realistically be people alive still today who saw
That yeah.
Wizard of Oz in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
As a youngster.
yeah,
What the fuck?
you saved
I
up
want to
your.
talk to those people.
I'd love to talk to those people.
I just want to know what their experience
Like,
was.
what was
do
it?
they remember?
If they remember, like, can you tell me what was it like seeing
It was 1939.
39? And when they opened that door, because it was still black and white, and it was so cool how they did it, because it was still like black. It was kind of like a sepia tone inside the house.
Yes.
And then when she
He opened the door to Oz.
But even
it
the
was
sepia
like,
tone was.
was that still
I mean, they
had to
were
have been
probably like,
something.
"Oh, there's
This is
some color
different,
here."
yeah.
And then when the doors open, I can't even imagine their little eyeballs like the fuck? Like,
And it's like bright color. Like when she comes out, like
Yes.
it's
Oh,
like,
it is like
All the
acid
colors.
tripping color.
It
Like
gives me
it's
chills.
right.
yeah, I have it too.
For them,
Yeah.
because it's like that's so fun.
It's like the only time you even see color like that now is like if you smoke a lot of weed. That's the only time that you see colors that
never that
bright
bright.
and vivid anymore. Like colors are just dull now.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, and then it's, we're the Lollipop Guild. We choose you. And it's like, all right.
Anyway,
Let's talk about Star Wars, shall we? So
tangent.
Heroes on, not here, but Zero. So we've unpacked all the little facts about that, the Hunt for Zero. And
His
so another, did we talk about the chronology of it?
no,
Like where
man,
it
it's
takes
just all over the
place. It's
Don't
just
even-
it's all over the place. So
it's fine. Just watch the shows and
it is really just all over the place. But
it's before this and after that and then this. So
yeah.
there
So
you go.
hostage crisis, evil plans, and then Hunt for Zero. That's the
That's-
order.
yeah.
If you want to learn
Evil
about
plans, then hostage crisis.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because Evil Plans was prior to Hostage Crisis, and I have the notes right in front of me. Anyway,
It's just that confusing, guys.
it's just that confusing. So, what was it in your opinion? What was it that? Because I think all of us really liked this episode, and it was an episode that was highly received among critics when it came out. So, what was it that you would say about this episode that made it probably one of the best episodes so far in this season? What are your thoughts, Louis?
Why was this?
What made it stand out for you?
Well, Zero dying. I mean, and I think for me, it's because characters like Zero, also similar to like Hondo. I would say like these side characters that get introduced, and they're likable side characters that you think that once you are introduced to them, they're going to have some level of plot armor, so they can keep using them into the future.
Right.
I guess I just didn't think in my head that this was the end of Zero's time, let alone going out like a savage like that,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but for somebody who just said you didn't like the character of Short Round, did you just say that the character of Zero is likable?
No. I'm saying like when you're watching a show and a villain is not likable, but like
the leader of the thuggy cult in Temple of Doom.
I don't even remember what you're talking about because it's such a forgettable movie.
Oh, wait. No. I'll find it. There it is. Everybody else shut up. That's for you. I need the label these.
A Sharpie will do. But,
A Sharpie will do.
Yeah.
but anyway,
What did you like? Go to the next person. You guys are picking on me.
Tony, what was it that really kind of made this a standout episode for you?
I think for me it was, again, seeing Zero die was shocking, at least to happen in that fashion. It
was very much a lover scorned.
The outright character of Snootles is just hilarious to me. Like just flat out, just.
You didn't see it coming. Like we've only seen her on stage singing at Jabba's palace.
I mean,
And she's the one that kills Zero.
yeah.
Right.
Like for her to
She
be such a
orchestrated all
major
this.
character in this particular
Yeah.
episode. Like, holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
And like she even says it at the end, like, who would think that I could do a bounty hunter's job? And it's like, exactly. I didn't think you could do that.
Right. Someone who looks like this. So Sherry, what about you? What kind of made this
it just shows you a woman scorned will
Yeah.
fuck you up in the end. So maybe don't fuck up. There's that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Message received. Heard. Roger
Oh,
that.
that's for everyone.
Roger that.
Yep, but there
Maybe
was only one
don't
person you were looking
fuck
at when
up.
you said that.
Oh, no one's safe. No, but for real, that's what I got out of it because she really put it on.
She sure
I mean,
did.
I didn't see it coming.
No.
I didn't. And I actually, to be honest, I forgot what he did to her. So when she mentioned it, I was like, oh shit, that's right. What a dick.
Yeah.
So-
And like, you think that he's playing her.
I did think he was playing her. I did not think he was going to take her to the freaking holocron, whatever.
I thought once he got out, he would be done, but...
Yeah.
I thought he'd dump her ass off.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
She must have thought that, too, because she
was a
got
sweetie.
him back.
She sauced him.
And he was just like, but baby.
Right.
And she's like, fuck you.
And she didn't just shoot one. She was like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah,
She made sure. She double tapped.
She damn near mag dumped into him, man. I mean, holy crap.
And then just that tongue hanging out.
He was
Eyes up.
tongued out.
So, sorry, man. I'm
Damn.
gonna quit fucking up.
Damn.
But I do think it's funny that, what's the bounty hunter's name?
Cad Bane.
Cad. I think it's funny. He just was like, well, damn, someone did my job.
Yeah, he's like, I hate it when someone does my job for me.
So.
Yeah, that was my
And we
moment.
know she got away with it.
She got away with 100%.
Because she's still in the movies.
She's still in the movies,
Dancing
like-
her ass away.
Right? Because, years later, she's still with Jabba. Who knows what else? I want to see more. I want to see Tales of Cy Snootles now. Because who knows what else she's done over the
Maybe
years.
nothing.
That might have been her
maybe
one
nothing.
moment, her big hurrah.
She was mad and she took care of it. So,
Damn, she took care of it.
but yeah, I did like the new Jedi they introduced.
Quinlan
I thought
Voss.
he was
yeah.
cool. I thought he was
Yeah,
super
he was cool. We don't get
I
enough
see
of him.
more of him.
I'd love to see more of him. I don't think there's enough.
I like
he's
the interaction
underutilized.
between him and Obi-Wan. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like they were college roommates or some shit.
Right.
Like that's how I felt. Like
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, this dude, I gotta wait for him. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, what did he say? He was like, I
About
wouldn't quite
time?
put it that way. He's more crazy.
And he just
So when Obi-Wan's talking about that with some, referring to somebody else after serving with Anakin Skywalker for all this time,
right, and you call him crazy?
and you call Quinlan Vos crazy? Although he did, I mean, that scene when they went to Mama's house, and Obi-Wan was like
gonna
this
push
about
the
to push the doorbell, and Voss is like, kick the door in.
that was ridiculous. You
Hey,
need
but
to
it
do all
got
that.
it got the job done. I mean, it got the job done.
Well, yeah, he got the job done. But I liked him.
He was very cool.
Are we going to see him again?
I hope
Maybe.
so. Do we know if he survived Order 66?
I actually did the research on this earlier.
Yeah.
It's not definitive.
Okay,
Oh.
so he could
They
still be
don't-
out there.
They don't say that he's dead, but they don't.
All right,
confirm.
underutilized, very underutilized Jedi. I think we need to bring him back.
I like his force ability.
Yeah, that's really
You
cool,
just
right?
pick up some shit and like, oh, yep, you were holding
And
it.
see, they didn't show that enough. Like,
No.
I want them to explore that. Like, he's a character that I would actually like to see more of.
Yeah, and they gave a name to that, and I can't remember. It's like
Psychic ability.
it is. It's some kind of a. It's some kind of a kinesis sort of thing, like something with an H. Like,
Well, I feel like because they see visions.
Right.
So all he's doing is he learned to tap into the force.
to touch something,
something
and
and
get
see-
the essence of
Yeah,
something
he
off
probably
of
had to
it,
train
and then
himself to do that.
get that sight. It's a very rare ability. It's hyperkinesis.
Retrocognition.
What is it? Retrocognition.
Okay.
Okay. So I thought that was very cool. That's a very cool ability.
I'd love that ability.
That'd be right. Just touch something and you know.
I'd be like, you fucked up.
Yeah.
No, not you. I'm
So
saying
now I'm gonna shoot you and leave you for dead on a
not
distant
you,
planet.
Personally, I'm talking about people.
So and then they went to Teth, where apparently that's where they're burying Hutts. But Teth is also the same planet from the Clone Wars movie, where that monastery was. That big battle with. That's where they found Jabba's son. That's where Stinky in the movie in the animated film.
Oh.
They had to attack that monastery that was up on that high
Okay.
cliff. So apparently there's a lot of Hutt related shit happening on Teth.
It's kind of cool with the mummified hut.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, if
You
I
don't
were to
see
do
that.
that in a Halloween
Right.
mural type deal, I would totally have a hut.
I would cosplay that. I would cosplay a mummified Hutt. Why not? I don't have to lose weight.
Right.
I can just
Wrap each
Just
other
sit
up.
there.
you're right, to be super comfortable. I get to lay down
That's
the
true.
entire time. I'm cool with that.
That's
Why
true.
not?
That's what you gotta do.
So there's a lot going on Teth. I thought Nar Shaddaa was cool. Or I'm sorry, Nal Hutta. Nar Shaddaa is a different planet, but Nal Hutta, I thought that was cool. I think this is the first time we've ever seen that planet. Swamp World. I thought it was cool. It's interesting because like the 5 families are of course all like, you know, Italian vibes.
Yeah, like gangsters.
You know, gangsters. But then like you're going through the swamps, they had like something that was very obviously like a fan boat. You know,
Yeah.
Mama sounded like she was on the bayou. You know, even Zero's got that little like Southern New Orleans type accent. So I think that was
like
pretty
Blue
cool.
was even like, why is it Zero's the only one that speaks? Is it basic?
Basic, yeah.
Okay.
And then Mama was speaking
and
basic
then
too.
Mama speaks basic.
So I
So
guess that's where Zero learned it from.
maybe you just, I mean, I'm thinking the Hutts can do it. They just choose not to.
And that's very possible.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign of respect
Oh,
to speak
maybe.
basic. So when you're not speaking it, you're just like, I'm speaking my language. You listen to this translator droid.
Yeah.
Like, Jabba obviously understands it,
Oh, yeah, of course.
and I'm sure he can speak it.
He might.
But he's like, why? You get this Huttese, bitch. That's what you get. Or you get this protocol droid. Get the
Damn.
fuck out of my house. Cad Bane. Cad Bane in this episode handling his business.
Yeah, but that fight was epic.
Always.
Always. But it was.
I mean,
He was handling 2
two Jedi.
very good Jedi, very strong Jedi, handling them. And this is why Cad Bane still holds the top slot as the greatest bounty hunter
I agree.
living in existence in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
There is no other bounty hunter better than him. Everyone wants to talk about Boba Fett, talk about Boba Fett all day long. Boba Fett got fucked up. He came back and he stopped being a bounty hunter.
Which is fine.
He became the mayor of Whoville, and he was.
Okay. He
Isn't that
chose.
amazingly?
He chose peace, guys. Come on.
No, I mean, not
You know how much
exactly
revenge
peace.
he had.
I wouldn't exactly call it peace.
Okay, you
he
know
was
what?
still ruling with a little bit of fear, I guess. He was still a
It
gangster,
wasn't that bad.
but he wasn't the ruthless bounty hunter that he had
Child.
been.
And then
The disturbed
Yeah.
child that he was, and then
Yeah,
ruthless
I
bounty
think
hunter.
yeah, no.
And that's why Cad Bane is the best, because he remained a bounty hunter.
Cad Bane is just about the money, like straight up.
Right, which is
'Cause he
why
was
he's-
like, "Can you pay me? Because if not, I'm out."
He was like, yeah, I know where they're going, but if you don't want to know, that's fine too, I guess. And they're like, no. We got you, Mr. Bane. Here's some more credits.
So yeah, that's why he's the best bounty hunter. Because it's just it literally is just about the money.
And I do feel that he does get he still has like the same rate of success as Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, he sucks.
About a 50-50. I wouldn't
He
say
doesn't
suck,
suck,
but
he
he's
always
still about
loses the fight,
50-50.
or he doesn't lose, but
He lives to fight another day.
Yeah, he leaves.
That's for sure. He gets away, and he's still got a fucking briefcase full of credits off the Hutts.
that shit was so. And they're trying to make another deal while he's holding it. He's like, "Well, while I'm here,
I mean, as long as I'm
holding it."
here, why not? I mean, I might as well. So great episode, absolutely great episode. It was nice to see that. That was a hell of a way to start off too. So next episode 10, Heroes on Both Sides. Very cool episode because we do get to see that, Heroes on Both Sides. This episode features revamped appearances for several characters. Anakin and Obi-Wan are wearing less armor. Anakin's got a new hairdo, so his hair's a little bit longer.
It's getting there. Uh-oh.
Obi-Wan's color was altered to more closely match Ewan McGregor's live action appearance, so his color changed a little bit. Ahsoka and Senator Cucci, they debuted new outfits that are, so they're quote unquote aged up. So we did see her wearing a more like teenage type outfit. And we only see Senator Cucci like once. I think she's like, they only show her like once inside the Senate chamber, I think, at that point. And also Ahsoka's, her head tails and montrails, the little horns on top.
Everything is a little.
Everything got a little bit longer.
She's older. She's
a little
you
bit
can tell she
bigger,
has
yep.
matured.
And she has 2 lightsabers now.
And she it debuted the debut of Ahsoka's Shoto lightsaber. So yeah, she got the second one. And Louis, you brought up an interesting point while we were watching. Wondering where she got it. What's the story behind that second
Yeah, just
lightsaber?
like one time it was there, and next time it wasn't.
And that's literally
Or
between
vice versa.
But this episode is just like in order. Like it's just like it doesn't take place before something or after something, and this is where it's supposed to be in the timeline. So
it'd be interesting to see going forward if there does end up being an episode thrown in that is a callback. If those, I mean, I'm assuming those characters will look like they did previously.
Probably, and I would like to know that too. Like where, I mean, because she ends up using 2 lightsabers like. For the rest from now on, yeah. So I mean, because why wouldn't you? And she's got such a badass style too. That with them like holding them backwards and Ahsoka's such a badass. So, and it's also the title "Heroes on Both Sides" is a reference to the opening crawl of Revenge of the Sith. When it starts out, there are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. So this was kind of a callback to that. A lot of political intrigue with this one. But there was a lot of action. We had the vacuum cleaner droids.
Those were pretty great.
The vacuum cleaner battle droids.
They were pretty cool.
Wait, what'd you say, Tony?
Transformers.
The Transformers, yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't have the sound, to be honest.
Or something similar.
Yeah, I know they can't use the
exactly,
actual,
but they could do something similar.
I mean...
And can we, for the Wall of Remembrance... Rest in peace to the entire maintenance team
of the electrical grid
of second shift electric grid B, the night crew, because fuck, they got,
and there was like 8 of them.
There was like 8 of them, and they got soft hard, and those blasters were big barrel blasters. These weren't like little holdout pistol blasters, and they got dumped on. I was like, pew, pew, pew. It wasn't like one shot, one kill. They got dumped on.
The 50 cals.
Yes. So these Joes, and then there was that one guy. He grabbed that holdout blaster from under, and he tried. Brave soul. He must have Mandalorian blood in him.
I'm gonna take him as top of the tier because he tried.
Yeah, I think when we feature them on the Wall of Remembrance, the whole crew, we need to make him like
blaster guy.
Yeah, blaster guy, because man, he.
I mean, that's brave.
Brave.
I mean, you knew you were gonna die. Come on.
But he's like, you know what? I'm not going out like a punk.
He's got a wife and kids at home.
Hopefully they get his pension. Hopefully they get something. I mean, I don't know.
Hazard pay, right?
Some kind of survivor's benefits. I don't know what.
What is this, Republic?
Yeah, it's the Republic currently, so I don't know what the health insurance is.
I don't know. They have no money.
I mean, maybe he got life insurance.
They have no money.
That's true. They don't have money for some of these basic services because of the war. They're trying to refinance.
He just lost his benefits yesterday.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep, because that's when they were trying to pass the term.
It was open renewal, and he was like, you know what, I need to save some money next day.
Now the wife and kids are going to be on the streets. They're going to be working in a cantina somewhere, dancing for that money.
Mama will be.
Mama's going to be dancing for that money. Mm-hmm. Hopefully she's a Twi'lek so she can get that extra. I don't know. I don't know about those kids. I don't know about those kids because we all know how Star Wars hates kids. So
and they're like, stop.
Oh man. Yikes. So that was a very, very interesting episode. And even though it was like a political episode, it wasn't really boring.
No, I didn't think so.
No, it wasn't boring. I'm trying to think what else happened. There's a lot.
There was a lot going on, but remember they were trying to pass that bill.
No, I know that.
Yeah, to just stop the deregulation of the banks.
Yeah.
But then you've got the banking clan guys, and you've got these other 2 idiots.
You've also got Padme traveling across borders.
Yeah.
Right. To meet a separatist.
Yeah, to meet her separatist friend.
But it worked. I mean, it did work initially. I feel bad.
It did. It absolutely did.
She got her to do it in her Senate as well. So I thought that was
cool.
But warmongering, man.
I know. And there was a little bit of a love connection with Ahsoka.
Love connection.
No, not between Padme and her friend.
Oh, Ahsoka.
No,
and the
Ahsoka.
boy.
No, that's between Padme and Duchess Satine. That's a couple. No, I think that was mentor-mentee sort of thing. But
you guys.
No, Padme, if she's gonna, if she dare speaks the love that has no name, it's gonna be with Satine, for sure. If she's going curious, it's gonna be Satine.
Anyway.
But I mean, her heart will always be with Anakin, and I'm pretty sure that Satine's heart will always be with Obi.
But Ahsoka learned a lesson.
She did learn a lesson
about the other side.
She
There's
did.
always two sides to a story.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about that. So like, you know, up to this point, we have just seen the Separatists portrayed as Dooku, Ventress,
all the evil,
all the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, but
what about all the people that just want to live their lives?
Just live their lives, right? And they think that the Jedi and the Republic are bad and corrupt. And we even see that with Anakin. Anakin says there is no corruption in the Republic. There is no corruption among the Jedi. And Padme kind of blasted him and said,
gave him the side eye.
Yeah, and she said, that's why you're not speaking to any of these people. Come on, Ahsoka, let's go.
Ahsoka, like, you're not training.
Come on, Ahsoka, let's go. I'm going to teach you some things.
And then got mad after they came back. Shut up, fool.
Yeah.
Go to your...
And Ahsoka called him out. She said, you would do the same thing. You have done the same thing. Well, you went too far this time.
Really?
You've done the same thing.
You killed people. Calm down, dude.
So what do you guys think then about, you know, is there enough, do you think there, you know, we do see that there's people on both sides that don't want war, but is it enough on the Separatist side to help in any way?
I don't think so.
I think the biggest issue is this set of episodes here is definitely one where you can absolutely see Palpatine's tendrils and everything.
Oh yeah.
And as much as he has his tendrils on the Republic side, it's even more so on the Separatist side.
Right.
So, I mean, it almost doesn't matter how many people...
Because Dooku's able to work directly for Palpatine out in the open, I guess, with the Separatists.
Right.
So, yeah.
Although, that being said, it was a very interesting thing to me that you have Dooku in this episode saying, we're going to follow the tenets of our democracy. You guys voted this way, I'll go ahead and send it over.
And the eyes had it.
And then, in the same episode, you see Palpatine say, well, for now, we will let this go.
Yep.
Right. And I think that was in the second episode. Or was it the first one? It was in one of... Because we had that two-parter with the Pursuit of Peace.
Yeah.
Which is what we saw Uncle Uno. Uno, yeah. It's like he was tongues out before, but again, this is a throwback, you know, so.
Correct.
But so we see Palpatine break character for a second. He's like, how is it that one person can have all the power in the galaxy and the voice of one senator can sway millions? He was mad.
He was
he was real
He was pissed.
Papa Palpy was big mad. But
after that, he took a breath and he was like, it's all right for now.
we'll let the wheels turn.
Yeah.
We'll let the wheels turn. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it was a break in character for a split second.
I
but
just
then
don't think he can
was
see her.
but he got in control.
Like, he can't... I don't think he sees her future for some reason.
You know, yeah, he might not be able to.
I don't think he can. I think she does have a little force sensitivity.
But she's got a little force in her.
No, I'm not talking about Anakin. I'm talking about just her.
I'm just saying.
As a queen, she had to have something.
I'm just saying. The way that she drove that speeder bike
Really,
when she was escaping from the bounty
Leia.
hunters. Of course, yeah. She's got a lot of... Right.
Her the way she manipulates the Senate, and
Right.
not manipulates, but is able to speak and
So
kind of get
okay.
her way a little bit. I mean,
So
I know.
do you
obviously.
not think that while her and Anakin are engaging in intimate mommy-daddy time, that some of his midi-chlorians aren't being absorbed by her midi-chlorians?
No, man.
Do midi-chlorians work that way?
That doesn't
Can
work that way.
Can they be transferred from one being to another?
It's not a freaking disease.
Midi-chlorians, we know that they are living beings that reside in
Can
all
they
other
be
living...
transferred from
Why
one
couldn't
being
they?
to
Oh my
another?
God.
I mean, if some of his midi-chlorians are shooting into her...
Okay.
And
Because
he's
if
just
that was the
like...
case,
he's
then
and,
they would just if you
Is that
you
why-
could literally transfer midi-chlorians from one being to another, then why would they not just knock Anakin out and drain his midichlorians.
Maybe they don't know how that works. I mean, they have a really like mythological view of midichlorians, you know, and we heard Qui-Gon's explanation of it.
But over the years, they hadn't picked up to, hey, when this Jedi
shtups this, but remember
lady,
they don't.
Now all of a sudden,
But they're not allowed to shtup.
They're not allowed. They're not allowed to shtup. Right?
There's no way Anakin is the first stupper.
Ki-Adi Mundi does.
Well, he's got like 8 wives
and 17
wives.
children.
Right,
So,
what
are
do
they any of them
all like glowing and floating around?
But remember, everybody's got different levels of midichlorians. Everybody does. Some of them they have a little bit more. Some of them have a little less. Some of them are more tuned.
Anakin has so much that he has some extra.
Well, he
to
was
give.
born of midichlorians.
Right. So I mean,
But no, it's not true.
we don't know. I don't
No.
think that it's implausible
not
to think
true. It's
that
not true.
he's transmitting some of his
Oh my
midichlorian
God.
count.
My brain has just gone to a very dumb place. Louis said something about why don't they just knock him out and drain out all of it?
I mean,
and my brain just went to
Like the
Austin Powers.
Like the
They
sturgeons.
stole my mojo.
Or the sturgeons, where they're just like extracting
Not the sturgeons again.
right, extracting
Extracting
the
the
caviar.
caviar.
Yeah.
then they could
So
just take those midichlorians, put them in other beings to make them stronger.
But we know they're trying to.
Palpatine could make like an army of super soldiers with.
But that is what
Anakin's
he's trying to
jizz.
do with like Grogu, and
Right.
we know he's trying to do that.
So he's trying to get DNA
For sure.
that way. But you're saying like if he could just subdue
Just milk
Anakin, just milk Anakin
Right.
for his midichlorians.
Right.
because the technology's not built yet.
And then what would he
Oh,
do?
I
Would he
mean,
just like spread the
manual-
midichlorians on his chest and put some behind his ear? Like
I mean,
Listen.
if you can transfer
down the
Can't you
hatch.
see Palpatine, if he knew a way to transfer
But that's what I'm saying.
midichlorians from one being to another, you don't think that he would literally suck the midichlorians
But
out of
at that time,
Wait a minute.
out of every Jedi he could to make
So,
himself
he's
strong?
just sucking Jedi after Jedi.
Palpatine's just running around like, give me that midichlorian. He's like doing like a midichlorian bukkake session. Like, bring the Jedi to me.
I'm gonna suck.
I'm going to suck them dry. Your force will be mine, young Jedi.
a bukkake session.
So that's
Holy
enough of those 2 episodes, I
shit.
guess. I'm telling you.
I'm talking about when Grogu goes into that machine
Yeah.
and they start taking his fucking midichlorians. We know it happens.
They're taking his blood.
They're taking his blood and his DNA. So maybe that's not enough. Maybe that's not, maybe they need to
All right.
like,
Milk it out.
he's a baby.
He's 50.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's not a
calm
baby.
down.
Okay, well,
He's 50-year-old
for his
baby.
species, maybe that's still not age of consent. I mean,
not
he's
my
still,
problem.
on Coruscant, it's 18. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Grogu. You're 50.
In
So,
Vegas, when in Coruscant.
I don't know. I think we need to explore
The
that.
rails are right here. We are.
Over here. They started the sucking rail, not me. And not Tony.
Is that the one you
Oh, I
wanted?
think I got it right.
You got the crickets.
I did.
All right, that's good. I feel like we needed. Nope. There we go. I wasn't good at Simon
just
either with the colors.
pressing all the buttons.
I'll label them tomorrow. It's fine. Okay.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. So those were two political episodes. They both turned out pretty good. It was a nice little story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So finally, talking about the next episode 12, Night Sisters, which chronologically comes after the Senate Murders episode.
Murder.
Is that right? 17, 18, 19? Yeah. Okay. No, that's not right. Anyway, so with this one, I'm trying to look at make my notes here correct, which they are not currently. So with this, we're getting like a really nice insight into Asajj and how she was like, she had a rough life.
Well,
So, I mean, from her childhood,
it wasn't rough. She was taken because she was force sensitive. She was taken away for that.
Yeah.
which is fine.
But not by the Jedi.
Not by the Jedi. And
thought that
probably
was
the Night
curious.
Sisters did that on purpose.
Well, I think that,
Yeah.
yes, I think that they were like, here's this baby, take her away because we don't
She's
want
gonna draw the
her
attention
to
of the
be
Jedi.
taken by the Jedi.
Right.
And we know what happened the last time Jedi got around witches.
That's right.
But I didn't realize that, I guess I didn't realize that she was once a Jedi. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I really
had
didn't
no
either.
idea. I thought there was another backstory to her. Maybe there is. Is there another backstory for her?
No, this is canon.
Oh, this is canon.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't
yeah.
realize it. So
I
it's
thought that was
interesting.
cool.
That
Yeah.
means that at some point in time in her life, she was exposed to the good side of the Force. You can see it in her flashbacks.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
because of what happened to her, it was like an Anakin type of deal. Because her master, that first one, he died, and apparently he treated her okay. Because I mean,
She was another one of those brainhead assholes. I don't know what the name of their species
he might not have been an asshole to her though.
No, right.
So yeah, so he was probably keeping her safe, and then the fight happened, and he died, and then she kind of like inside, like an Anakin, like my.
So her
Became
first,
a Jedi, and then that master died.
right. So she's only known loss
And that took her
over the edge.
over the edge, just that one loss.
Right. I'm wondering how long
Dooku
ago
was
that was.
probably the first relationship that she's had with anybody that's lasted more than a short time.
Yeah.
And now he's basically said, get out.
Yeah.
That's got to be crushing
Yeah.
for somebody who has been abandoned their whole life.
And I'm sure that on some level, like psychologically and emotionally for her, he was also a father figure.
Yeah.
You know,
was
in
daddy
some
for
way.
sure.
Yeah,
But she
he
was
daddy.
fighting. I mean, that when her master got killed, she was young.
Which one? The first guy?
No.
Her Jedi master.
The Jedi master.
Yeah.
She had to be 14, 15? Mm-hmm. Well, what was she doing this whole time?
When he grabbed her, she looked to be probably about 8 or 9, maybe about the same age as Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
But
what
when
I'm
he
saying.
when he died, yeah, she was probably in her teens, well into her
Right.
teens.
And so that put her over the edge. She killed people, and after that, that was it.
Do we think that she was
Maybe she hid.
maybe was she trained secretly? Because there's no way the Jedi Council would have approved her for training at that age. There's no way they would have let this Jedi take
It
her
could have
on
been a
as an
secret.
apprentice.
It could have been a secret.
So she might have been trained secretly, or maybe he was like from a splinter cell, like an offshoot of a Jedi. Maybe he left the Jedi
Maybe.
Order, went out on his own, because the
But I
Council
think-
would never have approved that.
Yeah, maybe.
They only let let Anakin do it because he was supposedly the chosen one.
But I don't know why she'd want to kill Jedi after her master got killed. Maybe she just blamed everyone.
I think there's more to the story.
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah, I think there's more to the story because obviously it wasn't the Jedi that killed either of her masters.
No.
It was the weak way both times.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe move somewhere that doesn't have weak way because like clearly that's a bad neighborhood, like wherever that is. So pirates, I guess the weak way are just basically
Just
pirates,
pirates,
you
yeah.
know.
I do like the Night Sisters took her in. I
Yeah.
love the Night Sisters. I think they're
They took her back.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, and they're very strong in the Force. But they don't even call it the Force.
They don't.
It's just the magic. It's,
because are they using Force? Because I mean, she has like choking and all this like those girls didn't that she was with, so they're just using magic.
yeah, they might not have been trained
Maybe
in
they
that.
call it
It's
magic.
different.
They call it,
different
yeah.
abilities within the Force.
It's
I mean,
it's the
Okay, I
Force,
see what you're
but they
saying.
don't call it the Force because they don't see it
They
as
don't
that.
see it that way. They
Okay.
use
No.
it differently.
Because they don't.
They don't use it. They are it, I think. But
Yeah.
They embrace
Yeah.
the Force differently than I think Jedi and Sith do.
Yeah, I don't think they see it in the absolute terms that the Jedi and Sith do. So although they're they lean a little bit dark. I think that they're probably more of that middle ground between.
I think they could be neutral.
Jedi and
which we
Sith.
know that from
Yeah,
The Acolyte.
the Acolyte.
it's like they just want to be left in peace to do their thing. But if you
then-
fuck with them,
Right.
that's your
Yeah,
ass.
then you don't knock on their door
You
and
just
just break
you just
in.
bust in their house while they're having a party during a birthday
so
party
I
for
would
their
fuck
kids.
With you too.
Yeah.
The fuck.
So it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see the development of Asajj. I think, and because when we do see her on that separatist ship, she choked out. She was choking out Anakin and Obi-Wan. She would have killed them.
And you could see she was pissed. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That was a That was I'm pissed off and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That was
a bad day.
I want to cry right now, but I'm going to kill motherfuckers instead.
I mean, she was.
I mean, that.
Because you felt that. I mean, you know, when you
saw that in her eyes, I was like,
yeah.
damn it.
Because sometimes you get so angry you cry instead of murdering people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And how cool is that you were able to see that, relate to that, and recognize that in the facial expressions of a cartoon character. I mean,
They did a good job.
They did a great job.
Because as soon as he said, you're going to die, her poor face was just like, you mother
She was crushed.
fucker.
Yeah.
And now
then
she's pissed off.
And then, yeah.
Because how long was she on her own after her Jedi
That's what I'm
Master
saying.
died?
We don't know.
She had to
Right.
be at least a teen, 14, 15. And then when she went to Dooku in her
She was in front.
in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. So she was doing something.
Because I don't know how old she was during the Clone Wars.
Right.
Lore Master, Keeper of the Holocron.
I'm looking it up, but
What are your
be
thoughts?
careful how I do this because I'm somewhat familiar with a little bit of Asajj's longer history, and
Okay.
I don't want to familiarize myself too much with it.
Okay. Well, just ask like how old she was during the Clone Wars. Probably in her 30s. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
Think older.
Maybe.
I don't know how old.
I would think younger.
It was cool to see her with hair.
It was cool to see her with hair.
I like
It
her
was very
bald.
cool.
I do too, but I thought the hair was
The
cool
little-
too, the little comb over.
It kind of looks like mine right
Right?
You should see the picture I'm looking at her right now.
Like I do like how she has like this vampiric
Right. Yeah,
look to
with
her
the,
like that, and her like she kind of looks like the vampires from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the old. Old vampires.
Yeah, like when their noses get all wrinkly and everything.
Yeah.
So Asajj, I feel bad for her. She's another one that was manipulated, and like I don't even want to say that she fell to the dark side. I think she was just looking for a side, and she was lost, and she stumbled upon Dooku in a dark alley, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
And he used her. But it was interesting to see that he didn't want to do it.
He didn't
seem to want to do it.
But Anakin is the same. Mm-hmm. He does things for him once he becomes who he becomes, and he doesn't want to do it, but he does it.
And I think Dooku is thinking of like overall the greater good. He feels that Lord Sidious is going to be the one to restore balance and end the corruption, because that's the hustle that he's run on Dooku. So he's like, if I have to sacrifice my favorite apprentice in order to restore sanity to the galaxy,
But
the
you
needs of
notice
the
he
many.
was lying to Palpatine.
About what?
He asked him, "Is this your apprentice?"
Oh, that's
and
right.
he said, "No, she's just my favorite assassin."
She's my favorite assassin.
and that's
yeah.
bullshit, because he did tell her, I will make you my apprentice."
And he said she's very important to me.
Yes.
That
And
was
that
very
pissed off Palpatine.
That was
big time.
telling. So I think
Yeah, it did. He like snapped at him. He was like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
you
Fucking
need to
kill this
you need to
bitch.
take her out.
And he immediately was like, yes, master.
Yes, master.
He fears him.
And that was it. And it's like, and I don't think Dooku could take him out, but I think Dooku could.
I think him and Ventress could take him out if he would not have betrayed her. I think if he would have kept her hidden and trained her, they could have took Palpatine out together.
The pair of them, I don't know. I don't think so, because Ventress she's still raw.
No,
you know?
I'm saying keep her secret though from Palpatine, and he could do it.
He could. He could. He's kept other secrets from Papa Palpy.
Correct.
So, but now we've got the Night Sisters saying, you know,
we're gonna help you out.
We're gonna give you a male this time. So,
And there
even
is
know they
no.
had men.
They don't. They don't have men.
where are they getting these dudes from?
Or is it gonna be her change?
Are they
Magic
gonna
change
Are they
it,
gonna transform her?
Because there is no males. That I know for sure.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, if there is,
maybe they keep them in pods somewhere or something. Maybe those are those big hairy testicle things that we saw hanging down on the planet. I mean, when they landed, there are these big old bulbous pod
I think
things,
those are just full of water.
Yeah.
or full of dudes. Maybe it's
That's how we're gonna do it.
Right, right. Just force dudes just hanging out.
That's how we're gonna do it.
There
Just
you go.
Keep our men in pods.
Just keep them in
Shut
pods.
the fuck up.
Damn. All right, you know what? I'm not going to get on your bad side any more than I already am, I suppose. All right, so that is a wrap. What are we thinking about these 4 episodes? I think they're really good. All 4 of them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are our predictions coming up? I mean, we've got.
Would you find something?
I haven't. I'm looking everywhere for it. She does not
So no
actually have
age?
her own page on Wikipedia.
Saj doesn't have her own page.
I'm not able to find it. If
That
she has
is
one.
rude.
No, that can't be.
Well, you
I
can't
mean,
find
I
it.
agree with you, but I mean,
It's not there.
if I'm
Okay.
going to Google and I'm typing Assange French with Wikipedia and it's not giving me a result,
She doesn't
on
have a wiki.
Wikipedia.
Wow. All right.
All right.
However, I did find something interesting.
What's that?
So we were talking about, we started this talking about, the changeover from black and white to color. And I was trying to think in comparison for like my life, what would be the most mind blowing thing. And the first thing I thought of was the first time like I saw a 3D movie.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like that might be interesting. But that took me down a little bit of a rabbit hole. Do you know the first 3D movie came out before the first color movie?
No, I did not know that. What was it?
Hang on. Pull it back up
It
here.
was in black and white.
Yeah. A black and white, but 3D movie.
Okay.
Came out in 1922 called The Power of Love.
Oh. I guess that would be easier, maybe, with the glasses.
Yeah.
Because you've got.
And you don't have the color to.
To worry about?
Yeah.
Kind of like a light bright sort of, or not light bright, but what you know those things that they used to have back in the day,
A
like
kaleidoscope.
no, the oh my god, it was the red thing that you would put the little round picture discs in and like
yeah, yeah.
chakunk, chakunk, chakunk,
Oh.
I don't
Oh
know
my
what they're
God.
called
right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Those did have.
Those were kind of
3D.
those were kind of 3D,
Those
right?
were kind of 3D. You would click it and it would look like it was right there. Oh my God, we had them as kids.
So Ventus was born in 50 BBY.
now. Viewmaster.
Viewmasters,
Masters.
yeah, I've got that. Yeah, she was born in 50 BBY.
And there is something called Night Brothers.
All right, don't look up too much.
Don't
Okay.
look it up. Don't look it up. All right. So
50 BBY. So
All right.
where are we at right now?
We are
21 BBY? 22 BBY?
this particular episode, I believe, was I think we're at like 20 BBY.
So
If
she's
we're
about 30.
so she's about 30 years old.
okay.
I haven't been keeping track of that. I haven't been keeping track of the BBY. I need to keep doing that.
All right.
I forgot to do it this time. So predictions for our next round. So we've got you said there's some Night Brothers maybe coming up.
I mean, that's, I don't know. I literally just read
all
the
right.
book
So
and
that's
stopped.
interesting. We know there's going to be some dudes. So
Night
I don't know.
Bros.
Yeah,
curious
definitely
to
not
see the
bros.
Night Bros.
The
The
Night,
Night
Bros.
Bros.
I have a theory, but I already know what's gonna. I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna start getting really good. So
already
I'm
good.
looking-
I
it's
know. I
already
was like,
good.
damn,
It's gonna get better.
these last 4 were pretty
They were pretty good.
Right.
pretty intense.
These last 8 episodes are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this season's been good so far.
Season 3 is gonna be good to us. It's gonna keep being good to us. So that's gonna do it. Do we have anything else? Anyone have anything else?
I don't have any
Nope.
predictions. No.
No, nothing. All right. So homework, watch episodes 13 through 16. Catch up on our past episodes. And of course, be sure to tell your friends and your enemies to give us a listen or a watch. So if you want to check us out on social media, it is at the SWS Show on all platforms. And please do be sure to subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel. And if you'd like some of this sweet, sweet merch that we're wearing, like this exclusive Swarzy Curious shirt and the beautiful Star Wars SafeSpace logo that the lovely and talented sensational Sherry is modeling for us right there
Hoodie.
with the hoodie, then you can head out on over to our website And Daddy Louie is also showing off the single sticker that he's had for like 4 years, and the only piece of Circle of Nerds merch that he owns.
That's not true.
I know.
It's just all upstairs.
I know. So head on over to our website, circleofnerds.com/merch, and you can get your hands on some of this sweet gear. Gotta love it. So before we head out, I do want to thank all of you for joining us this week. As you do, we do appreciate you, and we absolutely don't take it for granted that you could be somewhere else, anywhere else, but you chose to spend some time with us, and we appreciate it. We also want to appreciate all the active duty service members and veterans out there who have sacrificed and sometimes made the ultimate sacrifice in order to defend our freedom. So thank you very much for that. We absolutely appreciate you for that. And if there is nothing else... Nothing else? No? All right. Well, we're going to head out. And as always, remember, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.